She already know what time it is, guys. I just got off the horn with Commissioner Gordon, man, down at the prison holding cell. Or wait, it's such a perfect day that I could spend it with you. I'll let you with that one. Lately all my verses don't seem so versy. And all of my words just mean controversy. Took the team off my back. Like, that's not your jersey. Dressing, pulling my hair out, hoping I don't get picked. Taking all this medicine, hoping I don't get sick. Making all of this money, hoping I don't get rich. Still getting bodied for phones. Sometimes the truth don't rhyme. Sometimes the lies get millions of views. That's Chance the Rapper. That's Lou Reed earlier. Real quick before I get into things, man, Chance the Rapper, like, we all started hating on him when he tried to turn his message around and make it positive. Oh, he's corny. Oh, he's lame. Oh, he's a goofball. Like, yo, go back to talking about drugs and fucking depression, man. Fuck you, dude. We hate you now. Like, bro, what is that? What does that say about our society? And I'm not going to act like I wasn't right there at the beginning. That dude is a very talented writer. Starts making gospel songs, just changing up the message, man. Like, I respect it. And to go against what everybody wants you to do, respect that, dude. Like, the second you're an artist and you start making what you think people want you to make, you're not even an artist anymore, dude. You're a puppet. Like that's what makes artists great. Like, you get to pick whatever you want to do. If you're having fun making whatever you're making, then keep it rocking. You know what I mean? Russ has a song talking about artists go broke because they sell to masses. So just think about that, guys. I don't know. I will address real quick. It looks like Bagman has quickly gotten himself into some turmoil, into a YouTube controversy. Try to do a donate giveaway. I feel like I'm being accused by one of the two people I already sent money to. She started deleting comments. Neither one of them commented back once they sent the money. All I'm asking is for you to just say, hey, I got it. Hey, this guy is legit. Because I'm trying to build trust up. I'm trying to let people know, I'm behind this cause. My money's where my mouth is. This is my money I'm throwing in. It does feel good to give to people that have, found my page or supported it. And it really is all love, man. But if this turns into a scam, or people are online just trying to get money and trying to act like they didn't get it, or, I have a screenshot showing that I posted both of them. I promise you on that. I will post the picture if I really need to, but I've been scammed and hacked before, and maybe it was a bad idea for me to just, be asking people's PayPals and sending them PayPals online. Maybe I'll have to rethink doing giveaways. Maybe I just stick to giving money to people around me, in cash, which I've been doing, and that does feel good, I've been having random, flashback memories of, the last few people I gave money to, and it, made me feel really good. And I did feel good when I sent them those money. So all I wanted them to do was just say, hey, yo, appreciate it, bro. I got it. I can't believe I won. Yo, shout out, man. Keep it up. Just whatever, man. So I don't know. I'm kind of hurt there, Sometimes I'm too trusting of everybody. Just gotta be aware, but I'm not gonna let it down. Let it get me down. I just wanted to address it real quick, man. Just any advice y'all got. So all right, let's get into my day today. I wasn't sure I was gonna make a video today. I was like, because it kind of seemed like pretty typical day. Nothing crazy happened. About halfway through the day, I just started zoning out. I wasn't quite as focused. Had to kind of step aside, recenter myself again, which I'm really glad I did, because then just I went from having not much to talk about to now a lot to get to, and I don't know what I'm going to get to, what I'm not going to get to. Maybe I'll try to be quick through everything. So first thing, I was doing one of my deliveries, and I'm passing by, I'm coming back out, it was a predominantly Hispanic apartment complex. I was like, yeah, cool, this is cool, and right down the road, as I'm leaving, there's a there's like a soccer field. I guess it's the church's soccer field. And I was like, oh, I bet this place is popping. There's chairs out here. You know, they got the netting. Like, this would be a crazy. I bet you, you know, all those people from the apartments come out here every single day and just play and have a great time out here. And then, you know what I noticed? Both the goals are like pushed up against each other, faced each other, locked together with a padlock. And I'm just like, dude, come on. Man, sometimes the churches need to do better. I get it, like, but y'all can't let people use your soccer field? Spread joy that way? They're probably staying out of trouble doing things like that. You know, that kept me out of a lot of trouble, just playing sports. And, you know, I mean, think about the message you're sending. You know, like, you're a church, you're supposed to welcome everybody open arms. So I just felt like they could have done better. That's not really the message I don't think Jesus would send. You know, even if they're not members of the church, you know, just let them come by and play some soccer. The only argument I guess I'd hear to that is if it's like a liability, if they get hurt on their grounds. I just don't see it. I just really don't see it, man. Like, let's everybody man up. Just become a community, be brothers and sisters, share with each other. I mean, it's an innocent game of soccer, guys. Let's not take everything that serious. I picked up an order from Burger King today, and just, wow, this woman, it was very early, and she was in such a great mood already by, like, 8 a.m. And that just stuck with me the whole day, like, wow. She was smiling, she was loud, she was boisterous, she was in your face, just very, very kind. That made me feel really good. Speaking of that, I had a woman today hold the door open for me, which I don't think has happened for a while. And, you know, she turned around and gave me like a nice smile, and I said, thank you. And she said, you're welcome. It was just a nice little encounter, dude. I'm not asking for much out here, guys. When I worked at that security job, I used to tell my mom every day, I'd be like, I just want them to come over and talk to me for 2 minutes. I'm not asking for much. Just make me feel welcomed. You know, when I would work at a job and somebody new would come in, I would go over there and be like, hey, you're going to have a good time here, man. People here are chill. You know, what do you like doing? Here's what you want to avoid. Let me know if you need anything, you know what I mean? Like, I joke around a lot, but don't take me serious. You know, you can talk back to me, whatever. We're just having a good time. You know, just, man, like, make people feel comfortable. Make them feel like you see them. Make them feel like they matter, whenever you can. I got back today to texting myself, just little things I'm grateful for. Still, my phone is really blowing my mind. My car right now. You know, my gym membership. Just little things. It's just little different things every day, man, that you're really like, wow, you know, it's good that I'm taking a minute here and not just taking this for granted. You know, I'm reading my optimism book, and then, you know, I'm gonna have a lot of quotes for y'all from my books, or, you know, YouTube videos I watched today that really all hit me, or my Christian State radio station. This one talks about, like, yeah, pessimists, they say, do see the world maybe a little more realistic or as it is, but optimists live longer and are healthier and happier. So it's a pretty easy choice. Do you want to be a little more right, or do you want to enjoy your life? You know, I think I talked about that a little bit yesterday. You know, I heard a quote basically where it's just like, yo, this game of life, dude, is not about looking at what other people have and trying to compete against them. You know, oh yeah, I got a better score on a test than them, or I got a hotter girlfriend than them, or I make more money than them, or I don't, or they make more money than me. Dude, that has nothing to do with anything. It's like golf. You're out there competing with yourself. That's it. That's it. And you got to push yourself, and you got to set goals for yourself, and you got to keep growing and striving, and you know what, where you need to be and what your limits are. Like, you know, what they talk about is like, we're all like made of atoms, which are just like vibrating in frequency, but they're also mainly empty space. So, like, you know, technically another person could just be like how you're interpreting their energy. We don't even really know what we're experiencing, you know, or what they're experiencing, if everyone around us is even real or not. So stop looking outward, man. Look inward. I mean, that'll solve a lot of problems right there. Man, I want y'all to really start dropping some links on me, some comments. Show me y'all's YouTube pages, or your Facebook or Instagram, or, you know, anywhere where I can come and watch you and support you. I would love to do that. If you're a small YouTuber like me, and, you know, or maybe you're an artist or a comedian or a poet, like, send me something, show me something, because I want to give you feedback. I will give you positive feedback. I'm getting a call right now from Otis. I'm going to have to call him back, dude. I hope is the video still recording? Okay, the video's still recording. Jeez, technical issue. Okay, and then, yeah, I was watching some, what is it? I think Tony Robbins. I always get him confused with David Goggins, but he said a few really good things today. I was watching some of his videos, you know, not trying to bite him, just trying to get the message out there. I think he would appreciate that. And I am giving him credit, you know, all this. And he basically says, you know, he wakes up in the morning and, you know, gets into the hot tub, and then he jumps into the cold tub and submerges himself. And he's basically saying he does that, well, one, because it has health benefits and it's good for muscles and inflammation and things like that. But he's also setting the precedent in the start of his day by saying, telling his mind, I'm in charge. I tell you what to do. You know, because your mind, like, it'll happen in a workout and they'll be like, hey, let's quit. Let's get out of here. You know, or same with a job. Hey, we can't do this. You know, your mind is sometimes working against you, and you got to realize when that happens, says no. Like, you talk to your dog, dude, and just say, we are doing this. I don't care what you say, dude. I'm running the show right now. You know what I mean? Like, we got goals that we're getting to, and you better just get along for the ride, dude. I do not care. And eventually the mind will just back down, dude. But you gotta be firm. You gotta know what your goals are, know what your reasons are. I got a couple more quotes that kind of go with this. Let me see if I can find one real quick. Oh, okay, here goes one right here. I don't know who said this one, but I heard this quote today. Once you learn to quit, it becomes a habit. And, dude, I can't tell you how true that is for me, man. I started quitting everything. You know, quit trying in sports. You know, quit personal training school, quit college, quit my job, quit my other job, quit relationship. You know what I mean? This is the second things got hard, or stress arose, or I didn't want to be there anymore. I'm out. You know, quit on leases, got evicted, renting rooms, quit living with my parent. You know, just quit everything, man. Just, I don't want to do this. Nah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna walk out. I'm gonna block everyone's number, and I'm just gonna trap myself in a room and start drinking out of Four Loko. You know what I mean? Or I'm gonna just, you know, I'm gonna get in my car. I'm just gonna drive around in circles and get real high, man, and act like none of that stuff even existed, and I'm in the right somehow. So yeah, you got to stay the course, man. I mean, things are marathons. You got to figure out where you want to be, what you're called to do, what you need to do, and just stick it out, man. There's gonna be good days. There's gonna be bad days. And quitting is one of the worst things you can do, man. It's definitely something I still realize I need to work on. That this ties into it too. This one goes, another quote I heard today. Obstacles are those dreadful things we see when we take our eyes off our dreams. Yeah, man, when you kind of forget what you're in it for, things just seem overwhelming, or you're not sure where you're going, or you start to doubt and question yourself, man. And that stuff will, once it creeps in, man, it's like an infection. It's like a poison. It'll just take over. It'll spread like wildfire, boy. That thing will motherfucker take you down one time. The person on the radio today said, I don't know, they were talking about gossip, and they basically said it was in the Bible, but he talked about, I guess he was struggling with gossip, so it kind of hit him, and he said, you know, he said basically gossip is when you're sharing information and you're both not part of the problem or the solution. And it's just like, dude, at that point, get out. What are you doing? You don't need to be here. You don't need to be doing this. Mind your business, respect other people's privacy. If you're coming in to talk to them about it, like offering to help, or you want to do something good, then yeah, 100%, we should definitely always be there to help when people are down or they got no one in their corner. Like that's really the time even the most to help them. But if you're just sitting there gossiping, man, like, you're wasting your time, and time is so valuable, and our energy is, sacred. So if you find yourself doing something like that, try to get out of that. Okay, another one here that I heard off the Tony Robbins YouTube short page. I was like, man, who's my competition? Who am I going up against out here, dude? The big dog. I went straight for the big dog, and I was like, yo, this dude is locked in, boy. Could you imagine us teaming up one time? But he hit us with this stat. I'm trying to think exactly what he's trying to say here. I guess it's just the important. Well, I'll just tell you guys. He said, when we set our clocks back or forward, like when we lose an hour, they've done stats, and in that day, in the next 2 days, those 3 days, heart attacks jump up like 30% by losing that hour of sleep. And when we gain an hour and get that extra sleep, that day and the next 2 days, heart attacks go down like 25%. So it just goes to show you how important sleep really is. And just how deadly stress can be, and how much sometimes we need to relax. Also, I saw something today. It's called a sad lamp for like seasonal depression, kind of. And like when it's dark all the time, when you're changing those seasons, basically like your body shoots you those chemicals to say you're tired. And so this thing's like a sad lamp, which is funny. And it like basically emulates kind of the sunlight feel. It's called light therapy. I just learned about this. It's fun learning about new things, man. It's fun just like going on Google like you're a kid, man. I saw a train today. And I'll be damned if I did not go home and Google, how do trains work? How long are trains? How do they load trains? How much can trains carry? How do trains move? Can they go uphill? How do you derail a train? It's just fun to ask questions, man. It's fun to get excited about something and interested and learn about something. And by the way, trains can be up to like 2, 3, 4 miles long, and they can carry over 12,000 tons. Which is just, that's almost what my squat max was back in the day. But, whatever. It was just fun to get into all that, man. A little bit later in the day, man, it's raining. I'm kind of out of it. I hadn't really smiled or been in my affirmations for a minute, and kind of just, it wasn't like I was feeling bad at all during the day. I just had moments during the day, which hasn't been happening to me as much, where I kind of just went on autopilot. I just kind of went zombie mode. Didn't really know what was going on around me. Maybe it was the cloudiness or the rain. But as I'm dropping off an order, I'm walking back to the car. I see these 2 kids. They're outside. It's not raining hard, but it's like misting, drizzling. It's a little coming down. And they're out there playing wiffle ball, man. One kid's got his shirt off. It's just them 2. And they got, hats laid out as like the bases, first, second, third home. And I can't tell you how many times growing up I did that, and that was part of just my childhood. You don't care if it's raining as a kid. You don't got a phone in your pocket, you know what I mean? You don't care if you get dirty. The rain is not going to stop. Hey, we're in the 3rd inning, we're going to finish this game, you know what I mean? Like they're having fun. You're making up your own rules, I remember we played this tennis game. If you hit it off the house roof, it's a homer. You know, if you hit it off this tree branch, it's a double. And obviously, if you're running around the bases and you get pegged, dude, you're out. You know, or we had that game. We had a game with football where like you're going uphill though, and it's 2 versus 1, and you got it in first, second down, third down. You know, and you're just getting laid out. I mean, I think we played roller skate basketball at some point. It didn't even matter, dude. It was just like, what can we try to create and make up today? So that was really cool, man. A quote that I heard 3 different times today, so it must mean something. Between my book and the radio and YouTube, I literally just kept hearing this quote, and it basically says, we overestimate what we can do in 1 year, and we underestimate what we can do in a decade. You know, we think we can do so much in a year, but a year's not that long, all that long. But it's basically just the tortoise and the hare type story, man. If you stay with it, you know, Kobe Bryant talks about it like, hey, you want to get better at basketball? Think about if you practice 3-4 hours a day, every day. Think about by the end of a year, how many hours you just practiced basketball. Now multiply that by 5 years. I mean, you want to get better at something? Get to work. Get to work, kid. You know what I mean? Man, today I was at the gas station, dude, and you see I got this Gengar tattoo, you know? I love my Gengar tattoo right here, right? And this dude, like, you know, I was Pokemon generation 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. And then I remember when they came out with like the Mega Charizard and something. There's even it's like a super Mega Maximus Gengar he told me about. It was crazy. He was like, dude, look it up, man. You'll want to get a tattoo of that. And it was just cool, man, to have a talk. You know, it always amazes me, like, the people that are still my age or older or a little bit younger, and how much we still get excited by Pokemon, man. It's that tie to our childhood, I think. You know, it's that olive brand just keeps us still connected, man. So, that was really cool to talk to him about that. Dude, I was looking up Greyhound buses. You know, the train came to buses, then I'm looking at Amtrak, then I'm at Greyhound buses, trains, you know, I was all over the place. The Greyhound buses, all right, they, you know, I live in Atlanta. I can go to Dallas. I could go to Chicago, Boston. I could go to Orlando. I'm looking up all these places. It's not even that much, dude. I could read and write on the train, enjoy the view, talk to strangers, get there, walk around the city, stay one night, come back. I mean, dude, that's not even that expensive of a trip, man. So I'm going to hopefully plan one of those, you know, make a couple videos about it. I think that would be awesome, whether it's Harry Potter World or going to Texas or going to Boston, you know, just places I've never been, dude, that I feel like, you know, if you're living in the U.S., man, you got to go to some of these major cities. Obviously, I still want to go to the Grand Canyon. I want to go to Las Vegas at some point, you know. I haven't been to Oregon or Seattle or Colorado. You know, it's just, you know, you got to make time, dude. It's never like your boss or somebody's just going to call you and tell you, like, hey, now's the time. Hey, now's a good time. Hey, take 2 weeks off. I'm going to pay for it. You know, you got to make it happen. Do one trip a year if you got to. Doesn't have to be much. Like I said, I'm going to pack snacks, okay? I buy a bus ticket, let's say for $150. Stay at a really cheap hotel out there. So I stay for like, you know, 2 days, 1 night. Do a lot of walking. A lot of cheap food. See, you know, museums are free most places. Do a little tour of the city. Like, those things are memorable, man. They stick with you, man. They're valuable. What else did I see? Okay, you guys want to hear one? You guys want to get fucked up? You don't want to get messed up, man? Who wants to freaking party? This lady calls in, you know, the church station. And, she goes, it was really hard. My son got sentenced to prison. And at first I was like, oh, whatever, lady, sure. For 99 years. And I was like, oh my God. And she basically said, in that time, he was a smart kid, but he just got lost and got down the wrong road, man. But since this time in jail, he started like a congregation, and they got worship, and it saved him and turned him around. And she sends him like the new gospel songs coming out, and different chords to be playing on his instrument, to sing the song, and just how free he actually feels now, and how lost he was and in the dark. And when you find that light and that hope, and you can regain that faith. And I don't know. Obviously I can't fully relate to something like that. She seemed in pretty good spirits. I'm sure he has tough days, but that would seem impossible. So it kind of seems like a miracle. And the big quote that she said that stuck with me was, we're right. Like, I'd rather him be in prison than be in hell. Basically saying, like, she's like, life on earth is temporary. But, let's say he doesn't get caught. He kept living the life he's going to live or whatever, You want to be in that eternal purgatory or whatever, And I don't know. Like I said, I'm down for all religions. I'm still not sure. I'm down for all energy and universe and love and karma, all that. So, but still, a story like that will hit you, man. And I get that some people say they're atheists or whatever, man. And I still respect you, but I still think, if somebody's holding a gun to your head, you know what I mean? You're saying some kind of prayer right then. That's just a fact. I'm pretty sure. I talked about the girl that held the door for me. Okay, I kind of raced through this. Okay, I'm gonna hit you guys with my bars, and then I'm gonna hit you guys with a couple good news. Oh, I will quickly say, don't let any girl that I've ever dated or my mom hear this. But lately, I've been doing my laundry a little bit. I've been taking my clothes in. I even started hanging up my jackets and my long sleeve shirts. Wow. You know what? There's a lot more space. I know what I got. I got a little inventory. It's, kind of as you're folding them up too, it's kind of relaxing. It's a whole new world out there, guys. It's a whole new world out there, man. You should never do that, man. I'm closing that. And I still got, like, can you see that? Still got most of my, boxers and shorts and sweatpants and t-shirts, laying on the ground. I don't got that many hangers. My closet's not that big, but, it's wintertime. I got all of my jackets and stuff hung up. Okay. Don't knock it till you try it, you know what I mean? But probably only because nobody's looking. If a girl was still living here, I'd still probably do it just to keep up the look of not doing it. Keep my dignity and keep my rebellious nature going. But let's get into my bars here, and you can tell why, a lot of the time I've been broke and not had money, because I resented money and I resented rich people, and just thought of them as evil. And when you're thinking like that, man, money's just not going to come to you. You're always thinking you're lacking money. You're manifesting that. You're not going to have a good relationship with money. You think anyone that acquires money must be greedy and a dirty, lying thief. You know what I mean? There's good people out here, man. So here it goes. They are good bars, though. But check it out. You either poor or you rich. You either poor or you sip. Well provided for or you pinched. The whores and the pimps. Either you score or assist. I know you warm in the winter. You either monsieur or you kid. You either warn or never warn or warn again. My handwriting gets bad right here. Never get more than a kiss. My house tour takes a minute. You on the board getting rich. I'm fighting wars in the trench. In the ditch. So yeah, the poorer you sip, I really like. That's kind of where it started. You either poor or you rich. You either poor. I mean, you're champagne chilling. You know what I mean? You just leave the bottle. You know what I mean? Well provided for. You pinched. I like that one. The whores and the pimps. You either score or you assist. Also, like you're an assistant. I know you're warm in the winter. You either mush or you kid. Clothes never worn or worn again. I mean, probably every video you see me in this robe, not washed. Never get more than a kiss. Those broke boys stay not scoring, man, and I know, but it's just funny. My house tour takes a minute. Very funny, an episode of Cribs, and you're like, all right, and here's the one bed, and here's the one bath. Okay, how much more time we got to kill? You're on the board getting rich. I'm fighting wars in a trench. And then I had a couple more lines kind of just on that thing where I basically talk about it's ironic the rich working on their poor image. Can I interest you? How about this one? Basically, I'm saying something like, I feel like I'm J.C. Penney going up against J.C. Morgan. J.C. Penney. And then a little, you're either swimming in money or drowning in debt. Little pool analogy there for you guys, if you can catch the imagery there. Okay, I'll hit you guys with a couple just little good news stories that I saw, and then we're gonna get out of here real quick. One, I'm not a big soccer fan exactly, football. But this guy, you know, I've heard of him, Harry Kane, dropped this video where he talked about, you know, at the beginning of his career, he was getting cut, nobody wanted him, and his dad just kept telling him, we go again and work even harder. And that was kind of his motto that he just kept telling himself and believing in himself and knowing he was going to make it. He did say, you know, doubt does creep in, but you gotta sit there and be talking to yourself crazy, like a crazy person. Say, no, we're doing it. No, this is my goal. I'm reaching it. This is my dream. This is happening. You know, you don't have to do it out loud, but you have to constantly wake up and grab that thought on the go. When you're riding, just maybe you're visualizing it. Maybe you're feeling it. Maybe you're just preparing for it. You're just, you know, obviously you're training. You're working out for it, you know. If you're a businessman, you're reading books, you're studying other businesses, you're seeing how you can market and advertise, you're seeing how you can improve your customer service. You know, you want to know where your location's going to be, what your product's going to be, how you can up your sales, how you can, you know, up your profits, you know, how you can become more efficient. It's just, you get a goal. And then you spend the majority of your time focusing on how to keep fine-tuning, sharpening, carving out your way. And that's why you're successful, man. Because we underestimate how much you can get done. Probably the best story I heard, we're going to end with this one right here, is I saw this story and it just immediately caught my eye. See this old guy, he's smiling so big. This guy was... he's worked for UPS it was his 70th year anniversary. He's been working there for 70 years. He started when he's 23. He's 93, still working at UPS. And he just says, he's smiling. They're interviewing him. They're getting him cake. You know, he's in his uniform. And he's like, oh, I just do that. I just enjoy it. I like doing this. It's fun, you know. He's 93. You know, they say he doesn't talk much, but when he does, people listen, you know. And you could tell he's just one of those people that figured out life, man. And he's just happy. And he's just living. And then one of the ladies said, we need more We need more Johnny Bells around. I guess his name's Johnny Bell. I think I wrote that right. And I don't know, it was just so inspiring, man. This old man just working at UPS. Nothing crazy. And he's a hero, dude. He's just serving his community. He's just working hard, supporting his family, staying out of trouble. You know what I mean? Not complaining. You know? I mean, I don't know, man. The Working Class Hero of John Lennon. Look it up. That song's really great. It's just, there's ways to be heroes in so many different ways, man. Don't just think, you know, Hollywood movie stars. I mean, there's people that don't get that recognition, man. That did so much and lived perfect lives. And that guy just looks like he lived a perfect life. He figured it out. Everyone around, you know, he's got so many people celebrating him. They look happy. He looks happy. It's just, you know, he made a difference. He made an impact, guys. What am I always talking about? Making a difference. So I'm going to leave y'all with that one, man. Let's think about that one tomorrow. How many times we woke up and said, fuck, I don't want to go to damn work, dude. Jesus Christ, I hate going there, man. Boss sucks. Coworkers suck. Customers suck. You know what I mean? Not this guy. He likes talking to people. He likes going out there. He likes delivering the mail. He likes organizing it. It's just because he figured out you get to control your happiness at any time. You can turn it on. You get to control your emotions. You get to control, you know, how you respond, your actions, your mindset, your mentality. I mean, there's obviously a lot of things we can't control. But that guy's in control of what matters, man. So that guy's an OG boss, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. I'm out of here, man. Let's stay blessed, dude. Bagman out.